True leaders don't demand loyalty, they earn it. They don't chase power, they protect their people. In a world of pressure and performance, the strongest teams rise because someone chose to lead with heart. This powerful sentiment encapsulates the core message of Simon Sinek's Leaders Eat Last, a book that delves into what truly makes a leader and a team thrive. Leadership begins with sacrifice. Simon Sinek's Leaders Eat Last begins with a powerful metaphor drawn from the U.S. Marine Corps. Leaders eat last. In military mess halls, junior soldiers eat first while senior officers wait their turn, a tradition that symbolizes servant leadership. Sinek uses this image to explore what makes some teams resilient, loyal, and high-performing, while others fall apart under pressure. His central thesis is simple yet profound. Great leaders prioritize the well-being of their people, creating a circle of safety that fosters trust, collaboration, and emotional security. When people feel safe, they perform at their best. When they feel threatened by internal politics, toxic culture, or fear-based leadership, they shut down, compete, and disengage. This book is a call to action, to lead with empathy, to protect rather than exploit, and to build organizations where people feel they belong. Part 1. The Biology of Leadership. Sinek grounds his leadership philosophy in human biology, explaining how our brains and bodies respond to different environments. He introduces 5 key chemicals that shape our behavior. 1. Endorphins, mask pain and fuel endurance. These help us push through discomfort, like during intense work or physical strain. 2. Dopamine, reward achievement, released when we accomplish goals, check off tasks, or receive praise. It drives productivity but can become addictive if overused. 3. Serotonin, reinforces social status and pride, released when we feel respected, valued, or recognized. It strengthens bonds between leaders and followers. 4. Oxytocin, builds trust and connection. The love hormone, released through acts of kindness, physical touch, and emotional bonding. It's the foundation of loyalty and cooperation. 5. Cortisol, triggers stress and fear, released when we feel threatened. Chronic exposure leads to anxiety, illness, and toxic behavior. Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. Sinek argues that leaders shape the chemical environment of their teams. By fostering trust and safety, they trigger oxytocin and serotonin. By creating fear and competition, they flood the workplace with cortisol. Insight. The best leaders are chemical architects, designing cultures that reward connection, not just performance. Part 2. The Circle of Safety. The circle of safety is Sinek's metaphor for a workplace where people feel protected from internal threats. In such environments, mistakes are treated as learning opportunities. Feedback is constructive, not punitive. People support one another. Leaders shield their teams from external pressures. In contrast, toxic cultures breed backstabbing and blame, fear of speaking up, high turnover and burnout. Focus on metrics over meaning. Sinek shares stories of companies like Barry Waymiller, where CEO Bob Chapman transformed the culture by listening to employees, removing time clocks, and treating workers with dignity. The result? Increased trust, loyalty, and profits. When we feel safe among our own, we will naturally combine our strengths and work tirelessly to face outside dangers. Insight. Safety isn't a luxury. It's a leadership responsibility. Part 3. Evolution and Empathy. Sinek explores how leadership evolved in human history. In tribal societies, leaders were chosen for their ability to protect and serve the group. In return, they received status and privileges, but only as long as they fulfilled their role. Modern leadership, he argues, has drifted from this model. Many leaders chase profits, power, or prestige, forgetting that their primary role is to care for their people. He emphasizes that humans are social animals, wired for cooperation. When leaders foster empathy, they activate oxytocin, strengthening bonds and reducing stress. The true price of leadership is the willingness to place the needs of others above your own. Insight. Leadership is not a rank. It's a responsibility rooted in biology and history. Part 4. The Dangers of Abstraction. Sinek warns against abstraction, treating people as numbers, data points, or human resources. When leaders focus solely on metrics, they lose sight of the human impact of their decisions. He shares examples of companies that laid off thousands to boost stock prices, ignoring the emotional and financial toll on families. This dehumanization erodes trust and loyalty. Instead, he urges leaders to know their people personally, walk the halls and listen, make decisions with empathy. Remember that every spreadsheet row is a life. When we divorce our conscience from our decisions, we lose our humanity. Insight. People are not assets. They are the reason organizations exist. Part 5. Destructive Abundance. Sinek explores how abundance can become destructive when leaders prioritize short-term gains over long-term health. He critiques the Welch way, a leadership style focused on quarterly profits, layoffs, and shareholder value. This approach creates fear, competition, and instability. In contrast, companies like Costco and Southwest Airlines prioritize employee well-being and consistently outperform their rivals. He offers 5 leadership lessons. 1. So goes the culture, so goes the company. 2. So goes the leader, so goes the culture. 3. Integrity matters. 4. Friends matter. 5. Lead the people, not the numbers. Let us all be the leaders we wish we had. Insight. Sustainable success comes from caring for people, not chasing profits. Part 6. Technology and Connection. Sinek addresses the impact of technology on leadership, especially among millennials. He argues that social media and instant gratification have created a dopamine-driven culture, one that values likes over love, clicks over connection. This addiction to performance metrics can erode empathy and patience. Leaders must help their teams build real relationships, delay gratification, focus on long-term growth, disconnect to reconnect. He emphasizes that leadership is a human act, not a digital one. Children are better off having a parent who works into the night in a job they love than a parent who works shorter hours but comes home unhappy. Insight. Technology should enhance connection, not replace it. Memorable quotes. Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. The true price of leadership is the willingness to place the needs of others above your own. Stress and anxiety at work have less to do with the work we do and more to do with weak management and leadership. Returning from work feeling inspired, safe, fulfilled, and grateful is a natural human right to which we are all entitled. It is not the genius at the top giving directions that makes people great. It is great people that make the guy at the top look like a genius. Final takeaway: lead with heart. Leaders Eat Last is a manifesto for empathetic leadership. It teaches that the best leaders protect their people, build trust through sacrifice, create cultures of safety and belonging, understand the biology of connection, lead with purpose, not ego. Sinek's message is clear. Leadership is not a privilege. It's a duty. And when leaders eat last, everyone wins. Whether you're leading a team, a classroom, a family, or a movement, this book reminds you that the most powerful thing you can do is care. Thanks for watching Audio Mentor, where every book brings you closer to a better you. If you found value in today's summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a chance to grow.